Manny Miway.
Wait, Laura, I didn't think you were going to be pointing at me.
And Laura Lee.
There we go.
And we're hosting this podcast that's ours, and we created it
Because it's ours.
2 years ago.
What the hell are we
So that's
saying?
what we're doing today.
You guys, we filmed an episode already, so we're not well.
You know how that
But
goes,
it's going to be really, I feel like it's going to be a good one. I'm really excited about this game.
So we got this game, and it's like, let's get deep. And so
let's
you
get
pull
deep.
a card, and it asks like a crazy deep question, and you have to answer it. So we're going to be asking each other really deep questions for this episode.
We're gonna dig deep.
Strap in. You might find out something you don't know about each of us.
We're going to really be digging deep. There's an icebreaker question, a deep question, and a deeper question. I want us to do the mostly deepers
We'll get into that.
because we already like a lot of them and we know each
Know
other
so much about us.
of the icebreakers and stuff.
Yeah,
We could do deeper.
I think so too, honey.
You know what I mean? I think that's what we're going
I
to have
think
to do.
so too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're starting with peaks and pets.
Of course. Okay, so let's do peak.
Actually,
my
let's
peak-
announce our holiday sale.
Okay. You're so
Manny was like, wait. Manny did
We
the
should
math.
do this.
And he was like, this episode comes out,
the 17th.
towards the end of November. So we are going to be having on both brands, lunarbeauty.com, LauraLeeLosAngeles.com, minimla.co. We're going to be having major Black Friday sales. So for both of our makeup websites, it's going to be a tiered system.
A tier system. Yeah, so it's like you spend a certain amount of money.
You save more.
And then you save more. So the more you spend is the more you save. So it's one of those things where it's like it's going like this, but you're going like that. So I'm really excited.
Make sure you're signed up for our email blast because we'll post
Same.
on socials, of course,
course.
and like have the breakdown of what the discounts are going to be. But we're going to be having some deep discounts.
I'm really excited. I feel like 'cause I don't really do sales that much.
Yeah.
But I do save like my big hunka sales for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I actually really go in on
This
the sales.
is
Like
our
I really will give.
Biggest sale of the year.
Same.
This is the deepest
By far.
discount you're going to get on our brands for the year.
And this is the time where it's like, this is time to like stock. And the thing is, I take advantage of it for other brands.
Oh, honey,
Right
I
now,
have
when you
my
just
list.
when you go like Aloe 30% off, I'm like, period.
Oh, we're going home. We're going to go home and shop
We're gonna go
that.
and shop at Aloe. Like I take advantage fully of like the end of the year sales because I'm like, this is the time to shop. This is time to get some shit.
We're going to have even our bath products on minimum.
Oh fuck yeah.
Included in just for the Black Friday sale, and then that's going to be gone. But we're going to have some major sales. I know you are too.
I'm doing it's like site wide. So I'm doing
Same.
site wide sale. Where it's just like, and usually like when you're doing a tiered system, you kind of like have to do it side wide.
Yeah, it
because
doesn't
it's
make
like
sense.
you can, and it's like it's really hard to like back end select certain products that it doesn't work on when it's site wide. It's a very strange like back end thing. So I'm like, okay, I guess we just have to do like site wide tier system.
Exactly. So that's
Which
what
I'm excited for.
Yeah, same site wide
it'll
for
be fun.
us too, and I'm super excited for it. I hope you guys too. So we'll link our websites down below if you guys want to
Yes.
take a
Check it
peek
out.
around Black Friday. I mean, both of our sales, I believe, run before Black Friday. It's like the week of Black
It's the
Friday.
week of Black Friday.
So check them out
Days
then.
before. Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. You guys, Shopify is the best all-in-one commerce platform capable of handling your business complexity no matter how big you grow. Step up to Shopify and harness the best converting checkout and the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands like, Glossier, Minimum LA,
Hey!
Lunar Beauty.
Beauty.
We use Shopify ourselves, and we're huge advocates for Shopify. If you have a business, I would highly 10 out of 10 would recommend Shopify.
Sign up today for your $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/full coverage, all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching. But our peaks,
Tennis? Wait, was yours too? Was yours tennis too?
mine's tennis too.
No.
It is.
That's so, you guys, we went and played tennis together, me, Laura, and Tyler.
Manny inspired it for sure.
Well, I was like, let's go play. I'm a tennis girly. Like, I've been turning into a tennis girly, and like, I have gotten like pretty good.
He's so good at it. So it's time. I was like, why am I here? Like, they're literally like Serena and Venus out there, like going crazy hitting balls at each other.
No, you're crazy.
And then Manny's like, Laura, are you ready? And I'm like, yeah. And he'll tee me one, and then I turn my head and miss it. I'm like, oh my God.
But it's funny because like when I'm hitting it to Tyler, I'm a lot more brutal and
Oh
much
my
more
God.
intense. But with Laura, I'm like this.
If you hit it like that towards me, I can't hit
Baby.
it. 'Cause
Laura, there's moments when the ball starts going like this and you're like, You guys, I need you to imagine what playing tennis with me and Laura and Tyler is like. It is a shit show on that court of 3 people.
100%.
Like, you know, the people on the sides of us were like, God damn, these people have to go. Like, the other court next to us was like, get these bitches out of here. The amount of balls that were hit outside.
There was
the
like
actual
2
fence.
10-year-olds playing the sickest game of tennis I've ever seen right beside us. I was like, are you kidding me?
It made us look so like.
It did. It did.
Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna just keep working on it. But it was so much fun. Like
I had a good time.
I've been like wanting like Tyler and Laura to like play and like get into it too. So I'm really
we're
excited.
gonna play more.
Yes, because honestly, it was a good workout, was it not?
Yes, I hadn't played since we played in Fiji, which was I think 6 years ago. I literally hadn't played tennis in 6 years, so I definitely had to warm up. But I feel like towards the end, I was like doing better. I was doing a lot better.
And it's a muscle memory game. Like, I only play once a week, but I've gotten as good as I've gotten from just playing the one time a week because of muscle memory and consistency and just kind of like figuring out what works out good for me. I've looked up YouTube videos like to like, how do you like do a backhand? Like that's how even when I was like, oh, you should sort of go over and like telling you guys those things because I just had watched them.
They were trying to tell me all these moves and like because I do everything inappropriately or like the wrong way in tennis, and they were trying to tell me how to play, and I was like, listen.
No, it's not that, Laura. It's just because you're more wiggly.
I was like, I am wiggly.
You're wiggly. Like, it's just different. Like, I don't know if like that's like the right word, but it's like your arms are wiggly. Your arms are wiggly.
They're long and they bend a lot of different ways.
Because you can remember like you're ambidextrous. No. You're
double jointed.
Double jointed. So it's like you're more wiggly naturally. So it's like with tennis, I feel like it's so much more like
a stern, like stiff, like
very like. I kind of love like when I'm playing too, and I'm like, and I only do it when I'm like really like going through the gigs. If I'm grunting or like, it's because I really tried, and I had to let out that breath of my last breath. But it was honestly so much fun, and Laura was a little sore the next day. 2 days after.
I had a little shoulder soreness this morning.
There we go.
I thought I was going to be a lot more sore. I'm not going to lie, but I think it's because I work out and so my muscles are in use pretty actively.
Yes, they know.
I think if I didn't work out, I would have been very sore.
You'd be on the ground.
Yeah. But
like, let's be honest.
Honestly, I was good. I thought I was going to be sore. I was like, dang, I'm going to be so sore after this. And I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, I didn't do anything.
No, and you would like be a trooper because like if you hit a ball out, you would run and go get it. Like you're constantly moving.
Yeah.
Like you're constantly going. Tennis is like a fun cardio sport, which is why I like playing because I don't do cardio ever. But tennis has become my cardio thing.
That's
and
so
it's a
good
fun
for you.
version of it.
That's so good.
And it's like I have high cholesterol.
Oh my God,
I need to work my heart out.
About that.
I have to work my heart out, like for sure. Like I need to be constantly like active and going, and like I have high cholesterol, like genetically, like it's inside me, like not because I'm like, you know, super unhealthy with my lifestyle. It's just I naturally have it because my family has it. So I have to be constantly kind of aware, like okay, I have to get my heart pumping, fast because it's like
blood
it needs to
moving, clear
so
up those
plaque
veins.
doesn't fucking form up, and
That's right.
So I don't want to, you know, go out, but that was just like a fun, a really fun peak.
Yeah, that was so much fun.
It was so much fun. We played at like night too, and it was like
it was lovely.
Cool, and it was like, and honestly, guys, there's a court that's close to us, so it made it just
chef's kiss.
So easy.
It
and
couldn't
we
have been better.
Went to Laura's house after, and we ate wings.
Oh, I know what my pit is.
Oh yes, Laura, this is the pit.
Okay, y'all. So we're like, we want to be nasty. We want to be
just
bad. We want to eat something dirty. And so Manny's like, let's do wings. So we're like, Wingstop, those fucking gooey fries with the ranch and
the Buffalo Ranch fries. Buffalo Ranch fries.
A big sweet tea, a fried wing. Like, give it to me.
Like, this be nasty.
So we're like, okay. And then when we get to my house, we're like, damn, it's like an hour and a half wait for the food.
Literally, it was like, I think it really was like 50 minutes to 110. An hour 10.
And then we did the priority, so it made it an hour. So I was like, we'll wait an hour.
We'll wait an hour. It's fine.
So it took the full hour. And then the food gets there. Y'all, they forgot to put my fucking food in the bag. I was so
You guys, I didn't even know what. Like, I was like,
no.
We were like already at our wits' end. Starved. We had started eating snacks on Laura's place. We were starting to go in on like random things just to like appease us.
Because we had played that game of tennis. So we were like hungry.
Like, famished.
Yeah.
I was ravenous. I was getting vampiric.
Like, I can wait an hour. I'll do it. I'll wait the hour.
We can wait an hour. It's fine. And she can get her wings, y'all. The wings never even came.
I did not get wings. And so I just nibbled off Manny's and Tyler's wings.
But you honestly got full because you ordered wings from another place and you didn't even eat them.
And they were disgusting, by the way.
No, they weren't. I'm a Wingstop girly.
We'd rather wait an hour on Wingstop to not give us. So Wingstop.
Or Buffalo Wild
Wingstop,
Wings.
what happened?
What the hell happened?
Where are my chicken wings?
Because let me tell you something. My wings were perfect.
Wingstop does got some bomb ass wings.
The lemon pepper,
yeah, it'll get you going.
that'll get me together, you guys. I'm telling you, like lemon pepper wings with buffalo ranch fries and a sweet tea.
And me and Manny both
My deathbed
flats.
only. My brother actually got me into only flats because I would like eat just drumsticks, and he's like, you should try the flats because like
Flats are
they're
way,
way better like skin or way better meat. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. And then I loved them.
Wait, you
But I
guys,
thought he was crazy.
you guys comment flats or drums?
Please, I need to know this. Flats or drums? Comment down below. What do you guys like more? Flats, or drums? This is actually very serious.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well,
that was a big pit.
that was a big peak and pit.
No, what about your socks?
So I also have another pit, and I talked about my brands a lot the last episode. Still talking about my brands. It's just something on my mind. It's something I'm dealing with. Yeah, it's like some shit I'm dealing with like every day. So it's like on my mind and what I think about whenever I think about my week. But so our slouch socks, I would say is
Is that your top seller?
quote this. I would say is probably like top 5 products.
Slouch socks are like comfy socks, right? Like just like that, or like
they
really
are, but
wiggly?
they kind of slouch down. You know, they're not like ankle socks or whatever like they have. They're a great winter socker. I wear them in the summer to the beach, like with my sneakers, because I like the look.
Yeah, the cushion
And like the look of it, like scrunched down. I think it's cute. But I put them on with my boots always. My boots. So, anyways, they're a huge seller for us, and we have 3 colors. So for this holiday season, spoiler alert, we're coming out with new colors in our slouch socks, and we're also restocking the ones that are sold out. We're doing emerald green.
Period. I honestly think you were gonna say. I was just trying to be like.
Okay. I'm a Telful fan.
Emerald
it's
green.
Like a dark forest green, like I should say, like a dark hunter, like a deep green.
I want them.
Charcoal.
Oh, love.
So good. Oh my God. It's my favorite. And then we're restocking the white because white sells out every time.
Got it.
Because everybody wants the white one.
Classic.
So we're going to bundle the 3, like a new bundle. We'll have our old bundle too of the cream, black, and white, which is like most popular. And then we'll do our new
charcoal hunter white.
But y'all, so I'm like, yes. Like we got all this shit ordered. We got it done. We got it produced, made. Now it's held up.
Why is it like it feels like our peaks or our pits like every couple months is one of us having a holdup at the ports or one of us having a holdup in some way.
Swear to God,
it makes
these are made in the U.S. Production holdup, and this is why it's fucking hard to produce shit in the U.S.
You had a production holdup? I thought it was a holdup at the port.
It doesn't even go through the port. It goes directly to us. Yeah. And we're
honestly, what the fuck is that?
And we're still held up. Because,
the fact that even held up is crazy.
Like, y'all, America, like...
A mess.
No, you got it right. Like producing, we're just not like, I don't know. I'm uneducated to say we're not a producing company or country, but I'm like, are we? Because it seems like every time we spend the big coin and like work in the U.S. on projects and stuff,
it fucks you.
Yeah, it's still a very complicated thing. It's not easier.
Damn, and it's much more expensive.
Oh, girl.
Like, honestly, I don't even think I'd be able to do what I do with my brand if I still try to create it in the U.S.
Yeah. Impossible.
It'd be impossible. With inflation?
Oh!
It's all about, our pit is inflation.
Our pit is inflation. And basically, I'm praying right now that we get to launch the socks before Christmas.
You're kidding.
Because, honey, if we have to launch them in January...
You're going to... Laura, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I'm like, please.
So like, did they tell you like an estimate of when they can start creating?
Yes and no, and like we're hopeful for production? December. No, but we're hopeful for December.
We're in November.
Yeah, I know.
And they haven't even started production yet?
Spooky ooky.
Oh my God.
But you know, once they actually get you in line and start producing, like it's pretty quick. Like it's quicker. Like it's the wait time. Like for your brand to be in line.
To get in line.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm just hopeful right now, but it's my pit because y'all, I'm on edge. What's your pit?
My pit is I'm still interviewing for a freaking a temp assistant.
No.
I've had 3 interviews so far.
And no.
Guys, it's crickets, Laura. Let me tell you something. It has been. The interviews I've had have been very rough. I have another 2 tomorrow.
Dang, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Literally, I have another 2 tomorrow. I'm hopeful that I'll have one person in there that's just going to blow me out of the water, that I can just feel the vibe. Okay, so when I like someone, I'm doing the little Zoom interview long.
Okay, it's Zoom.
Like 20
so
minutes.
that makes it
no,
so.
it's Zoom. It's Zoom.
Okay.
Zoom.
Okay. I thought you were like driving and meeting all these people.
No.
Oh my God.
I need the vibes immediately, and then I can go from there. We can meet in
that
person.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
If I don't like you, the interview will be 6 minutes long.
Honestly, yes, that's very factual.
Fast.
That's
it's
how it is in
fast.
the business world too. Like if
I
you
know
have
I
a
don't
really
like
quick
you.
interview, I had a lot of interviews for jobs
Same.
I didn't get. And if it were quick interviews, I was
I'm
like,
well, fuck me.
Yep.
Yeah, but the ones I like, will be like 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah,
with because it's more so an intro calls. But my mom already vets them beforehand.
That's smart.
She already like does all that stuff for me, and then we meet them together. So we meet them together, and that's like where we go based off of like the interview portion, and then kind of go from there. But it's been rough waters, especially because like right now, like we're going towards the holidays, like. People are like, I want full time. And I'm like, I can't get full time, And it's like, it's a temp position because when my assistant
comes back, you're in a very
strange spot.
Sticky spot.
Very, very sticky spot. And like, luckily I have like, Nick came up this weekend to help me with stuff. And like, thank God like that I had him because he went to the PO box. Guess how many packages I had?
Oh my God.
Because my assistant didn't go. I didn't go for a week.
PR. How much?
37.
37
packages in 5 days.
30,000.
30,000. 37 packages in 5 days, and he had to do like 5 trips to up and down my. Like, he was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Does Nick have a big car?
He took mine. I had him take mine.
Okay.
I had to take my second one.
Yep.
I was like, "Take mine." So he was able to fit it all in there, but I was just like. Maybe I should go every couple of days. I should go. I should do it.
You gotta go.
I have to go myself. So it's like, damn. So now I'm like, the hunt continues, and I was like, let me just fill them in because the hunt is still ongoing. It's too much. And I'm like, it's because all these brands are launching holiday stuff, of course. So it like makes sense for me to have. I don't usually get 35 packages
is what it is.
in 5 days, but because of.
That's what it is.
The wildness of the holidays, the wild, wild west. It's like I'm swimming in product right now. And I'm like, Nick, please keep taking photos of me. For me.
Is that what he's doing?
Yes, he's like taking product shots for me. He's breaking down the boxes. Like, because when you get a lot of boxes in, like, I want them to have photos sorted, breaking down the boxes to go with. Like, it took him like 7 hours to get all the boxes done. And I was like, Nick.
That's crazy.
That's my bitch right there.
Yeah. PR
that's
is
my
a
little
full-time
bitch right
job
there.
in itself.
It literally actually is.
Not that I'm complaining.
No, I'm very grateful.
Saying,
but it's like, it does take like, just time.
It takes
a lot of time. So I just have to be okay, cool. Let me just set aside hours of my day to do this.
Good God, that's too much.
Thank you to Shopify for sponsoring this portion of Full Coverage. You guys, Shopify is the best all-in-one commerce platform capable of handling your business complexity no matter how big you grow. Step up to Shopify and harness the best converting checkout and the same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands like, Glossier, Minim LA,
hey,
Lunar Beauty. We use Shopify ourselves, and we're huge advocates for Shopify. If you have a business, I would highly 10 out of 10 would recommend Shopify.
What's cool is that I know migrating your platform can be a mess, but with Shopify, they have all the migration apps you need to migrate your products, your orders, your customers, everything over. I like how customizable Shopify is, and I feel like you're completely in control of your business with using them. And I also love the functionality and the themes that they already give you. So if like you don't know how to build out your website and do this, it's such an easy platform to do. Switch your business to Shopify and discover why millions trust Shopify as their all-in-one commerce platform to build, grow, and run their businesses. Sign up today for your $1 a month trial period at shopify.com/full coverage, all lowercase. That's 1 month for just $1 at shopify.com/full coverage. Shopify.com/full coverage.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching! Well, are you ready to play this game?
I sure.
Should we start with the icebreaker? We're gonna start with the light questions.
Let's start with an icebreaker.
Grab the whole pile. Yeah.
Oh, the whole pile. Okay.
And then pick one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's just start with
he's just getting crazy.
Icebreakers are very light, so I'm just gonna
We'll be easy.
Let's start off with something. These are all lobs, of course. What is the strangest thing you've ever eaten? Strangest thing you've ever eaten.
I did eat something weird. Oh, when we were on that cruise ship and I ate that
you were going to
escargot.
say that.
Listen, I don't think y'all knew that about me back then because this was like when I first met you, Patrick, Kristen, and like we knew each other, but not
Yes.
like on the level that we got to know each other.
Yes.
And everybody at the table was trying escargot.
Escargot.
It was a snail and it like busted in your mouth. And so when it came from my turn, like that's my thing. Like I do not
Laura's an anti-fooder.
I am an anti-weird shit in my
like
mouth.
Laura can't. Like she can't. She will fucking. You guys.
I will.
She'll have a meltdown.
You have seen me. And
oh yeah.
Like
the
heights
chicken
don't,
fish.
Oh. Like heights don't scare me. Spiders don't scare me.
Food does. It does.
Food scares me. And so
It scares me to be still.
I freaked out on this cruise ship. Do you remember?
Oh, I sure do.
Escargot.
But we bet her. We were at the point we were like, Laura, like,
because I was like, I'm not
come
doing
on,
it.
we dare you. No, it's
I was
dare.
like, I'm not
we,
doing it.
I was like, we dare you. Try the escargot. Let that shit go down. And Laura
I remember
did.
it.
You bit it. That's it.
I remember holding it in my mouth, just gagging, and it was just like sitting there because it's like a bubble. You like popping it juices.
When Laura bit it.
Oh, I screamed. My little freakouts are so comical too.
Like,
they just are.
funny
Because
as
I'm so
fuck. 'Cause
dramatic.
Laura's like,
I'm dramatic. Yeah,
with a
like my
tongue like
tongue.
this. Like it was so dramatic, but it was so fucking funny. And it's funny because it's like escargot is like it's a delicacy in so many countries.
Sick.
But because even me, I was like, I don't want to do this. Like I'm just like I'm not as bad as Laura, not even close. But I'm also very like finicky with food too. And I'll be like, no, I don't want to like try that.
Yeah.
Like I'm good, thank you. Like I'm good. I don't want to
It
try
looked nasty,
a
didn't
lot of
it?
shit. But Laura's reactions are much funnier
Yeah,
because
Mania
they're
will
so
like,
dramatic.
it'll
I'm like,
like deal
okay,
with
okay.
it.
So when you bit that escargot on that cruise ship, I didn't think we were gonna make it through the whole.
You thought they were going to
cruise.
park the boat.
That was my first and only cruise I've ever been on.
I have been on, I think that was my second, possibly. I think I had been on one other.
Uh-huh.
And I don't want to go on any more cruises.
Yeah, I'm
Not because
good.
that was a bad experience. I had a great time
No,
with
yeah,
you
it was
guys.
super
That was a
fun.
really fun cruise.
But I just like I'm not gone on
I'm
a cruise
done.
since.
I'm done.
I'm also like scared now. I feel like all these cruise videos pop up that
Girl,
like they're
they
like
be shitting in bags.
No, no shitting in bags and like these fucking ice bridges be coming out here and like
They
all these like
wrecking,
storms
flipping.
and wrecks.
Girl,
And I'm like, I'm scared.
not on a boat with no cell phone.
Oh yeah, you have no service out there because you're in the middle of the ocean.
Honey, not with these
The Wi-Fi was
cats.
terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, no, you guys, I don't like cruises are wildin'.
They are.
They're wild.
If you could have an exotic animal as a pet, which would you want? So if you could have like any animal,
Do you know what I would want?
I'm going to hurt you.
I would want a little skunk. I would want a little skunk. After I saw those baby skunks at your house, it made me really want a little baby
Aren't
skunk.
they so cute?
Because they were so cute and they seemed so sweet and so kind.
They are sweet.
And like,
So one thing you guys might not know about skunks is their last resort is spraying you. Skunks
Yes, they don't
do
wanna
not
do that.
spray easy. They do not want to spray you because they're vulnerable for
Or they run
7
out.
days after they spray you. So you're really fucking with a skunk if you got too close if you got sprayed because they do this tactic. I hang out with them in my backyard all the time,
Yes.
don't I? They go with their little paws and they try to scare you and
Like,
they'll
I'm gonna spray.
like they'll try to like scare you off first, and then if you keep coming at them, you force them to do what they don't want to do. So skunks get a bad rep.
but like they're just so sweet and
They
like
are.
I just
They're so
can't
sweet.
handle how cute they were. And the thing is, because like the ones that I saw at Laura's house in her backyard were like 2 little babies.
Oh,
And there's something about a baby skunk.
well, they play with each other.
No, it gagged me.
They literally play
Laura,
together in my backyard.
It changed my DNA.
I know. It got you, didn't it?
It shook me to my core. And so like when I was little, I used to want sugar gliders. I
Oh,
thought they were so cute to
my
me.
God.
Like little sugar gliders. Also, like a friend, like the reason I even wanted a sugar glider and I wanted to eat skunk back in the day was because a friend of mine had hella pets and she had a pet skunk
Someone's
whose little
calling me.
glands,
Sorry.
whose little glands were removed. So they
Oh
couldn't
my
even spray. So it became a
God.
pet.
I saw some on TikTok.
No.
I'll send you.
And she had
I'll send
sugar gliders that lived on her front porch. That
you
would
know those
glide
are
across.
illegal. You're not
Yeah.
allowed to have them.
Yeah, and she had them. She was a crazy little bitch.
Skunks and sure. Oh, he's going deep, y'all. He
I'm
said
going
he said
deep.
enough of this bullshit.
I'm done with icebreakers. I want deep. If I can pick up the damn cards. Okay.
I'm scared.
Name one thing that you've been wanting to do but you've been putting off?
Salsa.
Salsa?
I haven't really specifically wanted to do it, but I always see Shayla doing it. And remember, I sent you her story one day, and I was like, "She's so brave! Like, just going fucking to
I do remember
like,
because she was like doing it so like
just sickening."
And I was like, "How is she doing
and taking
this?"
lessons in the middle of the week. I cannot even imagine. So she invited me.
And you know I can't dance in public.
To do a lesson.
Stop.
I'm gonna do it.
When?
Next Wednesday. I'm
so
terrified. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to dance like that. I'm so scared.
I saw you dance on your stories with Melissa, and you did an amazing job.
Thank you.
I just want to say, for the record, I thought you did so good. I even responded to your stories specifically.
He did.
Like, you did a great job.
He did. And I told them that night because we were going to the salsa bar. I said, I'm not going to dance, but I'm going to have a good time with y'all.
Exactly.
Because, I'm always down for a good time.
Of
but
course.
I was like, I'm not going to dance. Like, several of the salsa guys asked me to dance. And it's not like that. Like, they just throw girls in and out.
Like
you're moving in and out. And I was like, no. And then Melissa was like, "Get up, I'm gonna teach you." And I was like, "Fine, you're a professional dancer. I can't say."
If someone said, if someone was like, "Come on," to me, I'd be like, "Mm-mm."
I was like, "Mm."
I would be the same.
I was also in heeled
way.
boots. You do not salsa in heeled boots,
Which
but
is much harder to do.
Yeah.
Heel and a toe and a heel and a toe and a slide.
How much money would it take to allow someone to punch you in the face? Be honest.
A hard punch?
Yes, and be honest because you got money, so it's gonna take a lot.
Okay, I need to be honest.
You need to be real here because listen.
Where are they punching me?
I would say just a socket, just a black eye. You're getting a black eye. You're not losing your eye.
Am I losing an eye? I'm not losing an eye.
You're not gonna bleed. You're just getting a good old pow right to the kisser.
Laura.
And your bruised black eye.
I'm so scared. I've never been punched before in my whole life.
So how much would you? What's the check look like?
It would take a lot of money for me to get punched in the face, like 20 grand.
Okay, that's honest. I like that.
It would take me a lot of money to want to get punched in the face on purpose.
So if any of you guys don't like Manny and you want to punch him in the face, you can
20
pay
grand,
$20,000.
And you will sock me in the eye.
You can sock him in the eye.
But it's going to take it has to be cash.
And if you would like to pay me $100,000, you can hit me 5 times in the eye. I'm just kidding.
Wait, how much would it take you to be punched in the face like
Probably
that?
something similar, to be
honest. Right?
honest.
Because no one wants to get punched in the eye like that.
Honestly, yeah, I don't want to be hit.
I don't want to be hit. I just don't want to be hit. I don't want to be touched. I don't want to be touched. Like, I just don't even look at me.
Yeah.
Like, don't even come my way. Like,
I don't like violent things.
I don't want to be violated.
I don't like violence.
What do you think? Is it better to be the youngest, middle, or only oldest child? In your opinion, based off of your track record and your family, do you think it's better to be the youngest, middle, or oldest child?
I think it was in my specific family, probably best to be the oldest because you got out of the wreckage earlier.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because shit got worse later, the later and later. So if you're the youngest, you're going to experience more of the shit.
For longer.
So in our family, I think my brother probably, not that he looked out, but in a sick way,
right.
Like he got out of the wreckage. Because he moved out when he was like so young, like right out of high school, like
technically
18.
His wreckage was just as long as yours because he was.
But he moved out. He wasn't even living in our shit.
But did you get out at 18 too?
No.
No, right?
Mm-mm.
But I wonder, if he
but
lived 18 years
his childhood
still.
was better. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it got worse and
the more
worse
kids you have, the
and
less
worse.
monetary
And like the situations
resources.
got worse in our family later on.
Yup.
So whenever he's
better.
like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, I was like, still so young.
Bastard.
Yeah, literally, you bastard.
You bastard. Come back here. So oldest for your family.
For my family, I would
Yes.
say it would have been best to be the oldest to get out of the wreckage sooner.
Love it. I feel like youngest for mine.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
my parents
I would say what I know about your family.
Yeah,
like they had
the
more
easiest.
experience, they had more resources. It got easier.
Yep.
I agree.
Aaron, I feel like Aaron has
I think
it the
oldest would be the
best.
hardest in your family.
100%, and it was the
and
hardest.
oldest would be the easiest.
I think it was the
in mine.
hardest.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I agree
for
with
sure.
that.
I had that pressure, that oldest sibling pressure.
What's your ideal retirement plan? I get asked this every fucking day on the
No, you
internet, by the
don't.
way. And I'm like, I'm 35, by the way. They're like, you're so old online. When are you retiring? I'm like, fuck.
I mean, I would love to retire early. Are you kidding me? That would be fucking so sickening.
Yeah.
If I could retire at 50 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Living the dream.
I would love it and just live out
Living the
in a
dream.
very just chill way, not spending out of my means. Just be able to retire at 50 and
So
just
wait,
kind of south to
when
sunset.
ideally would you want to not post? Do you even
50?
know? That's so old
Honestly,
for
that's too old.
YouTube.
How am I
Not
gonna- I
really.
can't-
Not really, though, because the internet evolved. So more people are online of that age and consuming
longer it
content. Whereas
goes.
like a 50-year-old making content creator back in 2018, 16
more
would have been
shocking.
weird. But
Right.
like whenever it comes time for you to be 50, a lot of
I'm
people
like,
are
oh.
still going to be content creators.
And also, I feel like there's definitely a big place for creators who are older
Mhm.
and and who have a different perspective on life. And so I think that's
Yeah.
a huge that's like a huge thing and also like people like let's say someone who's older who wants to learn how to do makeup for older skin. That would
well,
work
now
fantastic.
you have
They
like
could-
an audience that
for
will
that.
go to the internet now. And like when
Exactly.
you're 50, there'll be a mega huge audience for that. So like there's going to be
Exactly.
like influencers of all ages.
Ages.
Like there's even old like grandmothers on
know.
TikTok literally have like motivational accounts.
And I live for it.
Yeah. So
and I love it. So I'm like not
50's
like
not going to be weird when you're
I could
50.
post it forever. I could post forever. I really could. I wouldn't mind posting forever. It's more so like, do I feel like it's my job forever?
Yeah.
That's the issue. Is like I don't want to make it feel like it's my job. Like I have to post for to live. I think that's the
Yeah.
difference. Like when I'm older and I'm able to retire, I can post for just the fuck of it,
Yeah.
and not the idea of like, okay, not only do I get to post for fun, but I have to post because I make money.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't fucking know. I haven't really thought it through completely.
I haven't either.
You know?
I have a 401k and like I
Yeah.
have those things, but like
But the thing is, whenever I
Yeah.
retire, I still want to do something. Because you know I'm a
of course, you
doer.
want to you want to
You know,
be
I'm a
bored.
doer. I don't know. I probably would like to work at the beach. I see the trash
A
men
lifeguard.
there. I see the
You
lifeguards.
want to be a lifeguard?
I see maintenance. I could do any of those jobs. I really could. I will drive the trash truck, probably running over people like this, like going down the beach, listening to my music,
Laura, no.
flicking people off as I go down the beach.
I can literally see you doing that. That's the
Like,
scary part is I can see
Honestly,
this.
that would be ideal for me.
I like
It's a vision.
100%. If you knew a friend was being cheated on, what would you do?
Okay, let me tell you something right now. Y'all are going to judge me for this, and this podcast is about being open.
About judgment?
But this podcast is about
About
judging the fuck out of people. So y'all can judge me. It's fine. I knew someone was cheating, and I did not tell the partner because I did not want to get involved.
You're protecting your peace.
I was, and I chose to stay silent in the situation. The person did find out.
Uh-huh.
And it ended in a physical fight. The guns got pulled out at,
No.
and I ended up getting pushed so hard, like in the wreckage of the fight. And it ended up, and I was so grateful at that point that I never told, because I don't know what would have happened if like that information and how that person would have reacted towards me.
Right.
So at that point, when I saw it go down, I was like, I made the right decision. But I wouldn't. I don't know. It depends on the person.
and
If
the
you're getting
friendship.
cheated on, I'm gonna tell you
You're
in
telling me.
3.5 seconds, honey. I'm
Exactly.
gonna call them right in front of their face. Hello.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it depends on the gravity of the friendship.
But like,
If
so
one of your best friends, absolutely, like immediately.
immediately. But it's like the gravity of the friendship, and like I was
If you're an
this-
acquaintance,
girl, I ain't getting involved. Y'all stay safe.
y'all be okay now.
Y'all
Be careful on these streets. Like,
So, like,
baby,
I didn't tell. I did not tell.
and I wouldn't either. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
not getting
That's
involved.
I don't want to get involved
Y'all
in like other people's lives
messy,
as much.
messy.
No, especially if you're like an acquaintance. Like, get out of here. I'm not telling you shit.
Mm-mm.
That's scary. Spooky. Spooky. Okie cookie.
Are you currently annoyed with any of your friends and why? And don't fucking say me. Who are you annoyed with?
I'm actually not annoyed with any of my friends right now.
So lame.
I'm trying to actually like actively think if there's anyone, because I would tell you, am I annoyed with anyone?
Mm-mm. Not that
That's what I'm
you've told
saying.
me.
Like, no, and like I would tell you if
Everybody's
I'm
been
annoyed with
on
someone.
their best behavior.
Because you know I love to start a text with, can I be a bitch real quick?
Yep.
And you know I'm going
And
to go
I'm
in.
like this sitting down with popcorn.
Of course you can. So I would let you know if I was feeling annoyed by anyone, and no one's like actually actively annoyed me.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, which is honestly lovely.
I
Are you, Laura?
have a
Are
very,
you annoyed with any
very,
friends?
very small circle. Extremely small.
It's tiny.
No external resources. And so it's hard for me. I just have less problems in my life because
Which
of
is
that.
lovely.
Yeah.
You've been protecting your peace.
Yeah,
A little
exactly.
too much.
A little too much, honey. Because
A
the
little
phone is
too
dry.
much. What is something you wish we could do more often as friends? That we could do more often as friends.
I wish as friends, me and Manny are actually quite different people and we like to do different things. But I wish we could like do more shopping because I love shit like that. But I have a shopping date planned for us already.
Next
and Manny recently, the thing is, if
too.
if I ever ask Manny to go shopping, he'll do it with me. Like you always go. Like you're never like, I don't want to do that.
I like shopping with you.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I don't like shop by myself. Like I don't want to go shop.
That is crazy.
For me, like I'm more like an online, like let me just buy my stuff and like have it.
Shopping isn't fun. It is fun to you when we go because we're just like having fun and like, yeah. But like it's a job to you. It's a job to you.
It's a job to me. I don't want to try on clothes. I don't want to go in the dressing room. I don't want to sweat while I'm taking off my shirt and chonies. I don't want to do any of those things. So like for me, it's like I'll have fun shopping with you and like it'll be a fun moment because we always like we'll turn it into like let's go get food and shop. Like we'll turn it into a fun thing.
Yeah.
But definitely not like by myself. I'm going to ASOS.com.
You are.
Revolve.
I know you are.
I'm going to like sources.
Bopping in a Zara.
I'm bopping in a Zara, H&M. Like I'm getting that stuff.
In what ways are you similar to your parents? Ooh,
That's honestly
that's a deep
really
question.
Deep. We're gonna have to both answer.
Okay.
With my mom, I have very similar personalities to my mom.
I think so.
Like we're both very bubbly.
You're also twins.
We
literally
look very
just
similar.
like.
I wouldn't say that I'm as extroverted as her. I think she's more extroverted than I am. I'm naturally more introverted, but I can become extroverted in the right circumstances.
Yeah.
For work, like I'll become extroverted. But I think personality-wise, like we're so similar in the ways of just being like happy, bubbly. Like people tend to gravitate towards us and like that way. And I think it's like the fire sign in us.
Yeah.
My dad, me and him have a lot less similarities. I think what I took from him was like the aspect of like hard work and like making sure that you do the best that you can for yourself.
Yeah.
And like providing for people that you care about. So that's like what I feel like I've taken from my dad.
Yeah.
Is making sure I can like take care of people around me because he's such a, you know, he's a man's man.
Yeah.
He's so
he
like.
is. He's macho.
You know, he's macho and like he's very much from the generation of like, I'm the man, I'm the provider. Like I'm going to do
Tyler's
this,
dad
this.
is very like your father.
I think it's really
sweetest man ever when you get to know him.
Oh, for sure.
Best man
Same.
ever and will literally do anything for you.
100%.
Manny's dad, one time I bought this mirror off Restoration and I didn't know to check the weight of something. I was just like checking the measurements of the mirror to see if it would fit in the bathroom. This fucking mirror was so heavy that like no matter what we do, we couldn't even pick it up. So Ty was like, we cannot hang this. We call Manny's dad. His fucking dad for free comes to our house and installs this big ass mirror for me. And is like the sweetest man ever.
Oh, my parents like would literally do anything for you guys.
Yes.
That's the thing
so
is like
sweet. They're so
with
sweet.
you guys, like they think of you guys as like their
also
children.
like even when we got like canceled, like his parents were like
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to be there for me too as well. Because they saw everything you were going through. They knew I was going through the same thing. So they were like trying to be there for me too. They know
yeah.
my parents aren't here, you know?
Oh, they
So.
like literally would do like literally anything for you. Even like when we have like anything happen, like sources wise, like
Yeah.
if we have
Oh,
anything,
yeah,
like, you
totally.
know, I'm always like, Laura, like I found this like really cool connect,
Yeah.
like for like lashes or I found this cool
100%.
connect, for, like this lab, like very much like that
Yeah.
vibe. So they care about you so much.
Yeah.
Obviously.
They're honestly the best.
Well,
Yeah.
you, how do you feel like you're similar to your parents? And, like, in both parents, like what do you feel like you've taken from both?
I don't, me and my dad didn't have a lot of similarities because I didn't really like my
Other than
dad.
aesthetically.
We look
You know what? I'm gonna have, you're gonna have to take this the similarity aesthetically.
literally
Tan as fuck, skinny, long neck,
tall. Everything. Our face looks identical. And what's crazy is he looks like his brother, my Uncle Paul. So I look just like my Uncle Paul. It's crazy. So at my mom's funeral, one of my cousins, but he's like older. He's like in his 50s. He pulled me aside. He is like, I haven't seen you in 20 years, but God damn, you look like your daddy.
No way.
Like,
and just that way too. Your daddy.
Your daddy. And I said, I know I do. I look just like him. I think I look identical to my dad, but it's like my dad, honestly, just like not to sugar it, I think he was like one of the most selfish people I've ever met.
Yeah.
and made horrible decisions.
Yeah.
And so like I've always aspired to be like kind of the opposite of him.
Yeah.
But I think my mom, on the other hand, who was like one of the best people I ever knew on this earth, she was very like sweet and loving, like the most loving person ever. And I don't think I got like that specifically from her, but I think I got like, she was so like smart with the world and like how to live life and take care of yourself. The street smartest person ever. She knew how to survive. She knew how to do anything and everything. And I think I naturally picked that up from her. And so I think I'm like her like that in a lot of ways. Like we have a lot of similarities. Maybe it's because the way she raised me.
100%.
So like maybe that's where I like picked it all up from. But like
we eventually become like our parents is what everyone says. Like the good and the bad like parts of our parents if we're close with them and grow up with them, like a lot of times they do carry over into who we become in some capacity. You know what I mean? So I'm sure like you get like the great parts and like some of the shitty parts too. Like all of our 100%. Parents have good and bad in us and them. And I think that you definitely took like the street smarts and also like you're a very kind person.
Well, thank you.
Yes, you're very sweet. You're very sweet. And everyone that knows you knows that you're a sweet person.
How sweet.
It's the truth.
Well, thank you.
Fucking truth.
My mom was like a really sweet person. My mom and we told you guys this, but Manny's mom loved each other.
Oh my God.
Like loved each other.
Literally obsessed. Literally obsessed.
Literally.
Are there any people in your life who do not accept you as who you are?
Oh my God.
I know that one is a deep one, to be honest.
Oh, let me think.
People in your life that do not accept you for who you are. That are in your life.
I have such a small amount of people in my life. On purpose. I would say a lot of times my family members, like outer family members, I don't think they understand who I am.
Totally.
You know, so I think that's the reasoning behind it. But I don't think I think not all my family, but I think a lot of people in my family don't agree with my life because they don't understand it. You know,
100%.
And so I would say like, yeah, there's definitely, yeah. They have a lot to say, but I'm like, that's fine. Like,
you can say it over there.
I mean, I'm gonna be over here.
I'm over here, live my life. You can say it over there.
And it's like I've never done anything great without getting a hard time about it. Like, you're never gonna like get to do something big and not get a hard time about it. Like, it's not gonna be easy breezy. Like, of course, you're gonna lose people, and people are gonna
want to shit on you about things.
Yeah, 100%. So like, I feel like it's normal to a degree.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Especially because like you're like when you think about it too, like your distant family, like let's say like when they look at you, they think like, damn, like look at Laura, she became this like LA influencer, you know, all about that world. And it's like it's so vastly different from their world, but that doesn't mean that you didn't kill yourself to get there. Like you got out because you wanted to. So people a lot of times because they don't understand they'll judge you for it.
That's how I feel. I feel like I get judged a lot in the family area because it's so far removed from my family. What I do is and like where I live that I feel like there's like a lot of walls up there.
Absolutely. I literally feel the exact same with like distant family, but more so in the fact of like me being gay. Yeah. And like, you know, I have family members who are very conservative, very, you know, Republican. Yeah. Very like, you know, not into the gay, like, you know, being gay is like a choice. Yeah. You know, I have people like that in my family. They're not people I associate with or people that I talk to or people that I like, really care about, but it's definitely there. And I would say that's the same for me. It's like I don't associate with them and they're not technically in my life, but by blood, they're part of me in some way. Yeah. They're not like part of my life.
I've always been, I guess what helps me to disconnect from it and not really care about it too is one, I'm over here and I fully take care of myself. 100%. I don't, if I needed stuff from other people, like it would affect me more, but like I don't need, but I'm able to detach from it because like I've lived my independent life for so long. So it's like, and that's what honestly, one of my most important things in teaching Aaron, which my mom taught me, how to take care of yourself fully, how to pay every one of your bills, how to like fully take care of yourself with no one else there. My mom taught me that, and that was probably my best lesson ever. It made me a really strong person because when you have that, you get to pick and choose who's in your life. Yeah. But if you constantly need someone else to pay your bills, or you need someone else's roof to live over, you need someone to pay your car insurance, you need to bum this car from somebody and borrow this and borrow that, you're not going to get to pick and choose who's in your life. You're forced into those situations with people who can be toxic and horrible because you're not fully independent yourself. So it's like one of the strongest things you can teach your children, I think, is how to take care of themselves, how to work, how to make money,
Mhm.
how to pay bills, how to
Mhm.
get your own car, and like all those things. So,
The second independence comes, freedom comes with it. So
yeah,
the importance of being independent is like so, you know,
big. It's bigger
big.
than
It's
you
huge,
can
and
imagine.
like not having to be, and obviously depends on like certain situations, but like when you're not dependent on other people, monetarily, you become so free. And then when you're not dependent on their opinion of you, you become free in the way of emotionally. You know, and I think that's so
Mhm.
important to like, you know, when you are able to take care of yourself internally, like with self-soothing and being able to know that you are like the shit in your own mind, but also externally, monetarily, you are like truly free.
Yeah.
And you get to choose who you want to be in your life.
There you have it.
Preach.
Are you scared or excited about getting older?
This answer for me changes a lot all the time.
I know.
To be honest, it changes all the time. Most of the time, most of my life, it's been like, I'm scared. I don't want to get old. I don't like the idea of it. But as I get older, I become more accepting. And I don't know if it's like just something in your head that just happens as you get older naturally. Like you just become more accepting because you're getting older and you notice that things are like great,
Yeah.
you know, and like you become happy with your age and become happy with things going on. And like you become happy with more maturity, you become happy with all these things in your life that come when you get older. That's like when I was younger, I was like, fuck, I want to die when I'm 60.
Yeah.
I literally would like think that. I
You're
was like, oh, I don't want to
crazy.
get past 60.
You're crazy.
I know. When I was literally like
Honey, in
15
California,
years old,
I
know.
see 80-year-olds running down the beach in a bikini.
Literally, no. When I was like 15 years old and like a teenager, I would literally be like, oh my God, I want to be past 60. That's like, that's too old. I'm so scared. And as I get older,
Yeah.
I'm literally like, oh my God, what am I talking about? Like
That's the
that
best
was
years.
Crazy. It's the best. It's great. It's amazing. So I think that it changed a lot for me. Now I'm kind of like, oh, you know what? Like I'm excited to be able to see what the shit I've put into my life accumulates to as I get older.
It's because of all the things you've done in your younger years. You're going to be
Yeah.
able to like,
Appreciate them in my older.
yeah, like reap the rewards into your older years and enjoy your older years.
And I'm gonna get a facelift.
I will be there at the hospital beside you getting one too.
So for me, I'm like, maybe it's gonna happen.
It's
like,
not even
do,
a
do you
thing.
feel like you get scared of your age? Like, does it ever freak you out too?
Yes.
In aspects?
It only the mortality of it does because when my mom died, I realized how short life is. That was the first time I had like really deep perspective on like how actual short life is.
Totally.
Like
Because it hit you more
it's
close.
real short.
Mhm.
You know, whenever you
Mhm.
actually lose someone in their 60s, and that can be anyone.
Of course.
You're like, damn, this life is really short. And then I go, well, shit, like I'm already 30. If I were to pass away in my 60s, I only get this lifetime over again. That's so short.
Mhm.
So in that way, because time flies faster, the older you get, it just
Mhm.
goes by faster. Like mortality, yes. But I will say I'm literally excited to be 40. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be 40 for a while, but like when I think of 40, I'm excited about it because of where I will be at and where I'm at now. Like the
Mhm.
direction things are going. Like when I was 30, I was scared to be 35, but now that I'm 35, that
You're like,
just worked out so well for me.
Mhm.
And so it's been like such a much more beautiful life in my 30s than in my 20s. Because I put in
100%.
like the crazy drama and work and the madness all in my 20s, and like all that's behind me in my 30s.
Yes,
and
there's
like
more
I'm
peace.
just reaping the rewards of what I did in my 20s. And so I know by the time I get my 40s, it's only going to get better. And I'm literally excited for it. I'm just have enjoyed my life so much that I don't want to be closer to death. But
100%.
we're all dying.
And that's like that's the actual like mortality of it.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what
passing
scares
away,
me. Being
of
like,
course, like,
damn,
passing
like my
away.
40 years are up. I only get like, if
45,
I'm
50
really,
left.
really lucky, 45, 50 left. And like,
Mhm.
that makes me sad because like I've enjoyed life.
yeah, you've enjoyed living.
Mm-hmm.
So you're scared of the aspect of death in general.
Yeah. But who knows? When I get there, I
Maybe
might
there'll
be
be more
ready.
technology by that time. We can leave to 150.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nope.
Maybe we can become cyborgs and just be alive forever.
Nope. Mm-mm. What you got?
Have you ever faked it in bed?
Yeah, I probably have.
Have you? Have
I
you?
can't think of a very like dollar. I probably have.
I know I have.
How?
Not faking it in the way of like combustion, but definitely
Okay.
faking it in the way
like,
like
oh
having
yeah,
fun.
oh
but
god,
I'm not
yes.
and like having a great time. Like where I'm just like, I'm like,
Yes.
oh yeah, that's so great. And I'm like, fuck, get me out of here, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like get me out of here. Where I'm like, girl, put more lube. Like, were you crazy? The fuck you doing, bitch? I'm in pain.
Wait, I caught that late.
I'm in pain. Add some lube. You bastard.
When's the last time you cried and what were you crying over?
The last time I cried was last week. Until I got in a fight with my mom.
No, Manny, I'm shocked.
I know. Until I got in a fight with my... No, it was 2 weeks ago. Me and her, we got in a fight.
Yeah.
And we got into an argument.
You two remind me of sisters sometimes because y'all be going at it, honey.
100%. But the thing is, like, because we work together, like, emotions can run high.
Of course.
And so it was like... I think I had said something that offended her and she got upset. And then I realized I offended her and then I got upset because I was sad that I did that. And then I started crying. So she was crying. I was crying on the phone. I swear to God. I'm not even kidding. We were crying on the phone. And I was like, and I was just telling her that it's good. Also, like, you know, sometimes when like you're going through the gig so much, but you haven't cried. So it kind of bottles up. But then once you start a tear, it's hard to like stop it.
The floodgates open.
The floodgates will open. So like the floodgates just ended up opening because I was already like upset from like the week. In general, I was already just like going through the gig. So I was like, okay. And before that, I hadn't cried in months.
Yeah.
That's why I remember it because it happened 2 weeks ago. And I was like, oh, like I literally just cried.
I can't remember.
So I'm good. I've saved tears now.
Good. You're backed up again.
I'm back. No, I mean like I'm just not a big crier. Like
a lot of males are not.
Yeah, I'm just naturally not a huge crier.
A lot are not. I've only seen.
I would like it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
I've only seen Tyler cry like 5 times out of 15 years. Yeah, he doesn't cry.
Yeah, I'll cry at like things that like if I'm like, I don't know. I for me like the only things that really can make me cry are like my parents.
Yeah.
And the way of like not like being mean to me, but in the way of like if I like disappointed them or like something like if I hurt their feelings, I'll get sad.
You had your heart broken the other week by a guy, so don't say that's the only thing. Don't say that's the only thing.
I haven't cried for a boy since 2020.
But it can happen.
It's very seldom and far and few between.
It's seldom.
But I can cry over a boy. That can happen. But it's just for me, it's just hard. Like I just don't cry often.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to get there. Was that me?
I asked you that. Yeah.
Okay. What is something that you've been very stressed about recently?
Besides the minimum socks.
Other than this minimum socks, like what's something that's been making you feel a little uneasy?
We have family visiting for a week straight.
Oh my God.
And in December.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
And
you've been thinking. And you be thinking.
I hope it all goes well.
Wait, which family?
I think it will. It's Ty's and his family is like absolutely wonderful.
Great.
And
that'd be lovely.
Literally we try to get them to come out more than they come, honestly. Like we love having them. But I don't think I've ever had someone stay at my house for 7 days before.
Oh, it's at your house. Oh, this is that's where you lost me. I was wondering, I was like, why would you even be nervous about it?
I don't think I ever
your house.
I don't think I've ever had anyone at my house for 7 days.
An Airbnb or hotel. I'm gonna stay at your house for 7 days.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, and you're gonna cry.
And I will cry. My 1 year cry will be activated then.
What was the last thing that humbled you?
You guys, I feel like I get humbled. You know what?
Honestly,
I get humbled every day.
Honestly, saying the internet
humbles me every fucking day.
They won't let you have a restful sleep. Not
I can't
once.
have a break sometimes.
Not even a break. They're gonna make sure.
I literally like when I fucking did the face reveal of Spill Sales, which was my most recent humbleina.
Oh shit!
Just because people were like kind of like I had told her to. I was like beforehand. I was like, yo, you know, you are a commentary drama channel. There's people in that community that don't like me as much.
Are there?
Shocking. A shocking revelation. There's people that, guess what, Laura, don't like me.
What?
Gag.
Well, this
gag.
is news to me.
I know, Gagachandra. But I told her, I was like, yo, listen, like you might be getting some like comments, you know, just letting you know. And she was like, no, I totally understand. And so I did. You know, she got comments and I had like saw some of them. And it's just kind of like, well, there's my humbleation right there. Like I just got humbled.
Girl, they make sure.
They make sure to let me know. They make sure to let me know that I'm not perfect.
Oh.
And that I'm a mess.
Oh.
You know, well, just the reality of life.
You said thank you.
I said thank you so much. I understand. And I'm moving on.
Thank you for that.
No, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's like people just won't like you all the time.
Oh God.
That's just reality. And like, that's okay.
You can't expect that.
As long as I'm happy, I'm happy.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm chilling. Describe the last time you felt really confident in yourself.
I'm trying to think of like a specific moment.
A moment. Think of a moment where you're like, damn,
sickening.
I'm a hot ass bitch. Or damn, I'm sickening. Damn, I'm boots.
Let me look at my camera roll. Camille.
Let me look at myself and my camera roll. When do I look good?
When did
Give me
I
one
look?
second.
When did I look?
When was I
good?
snatched?
When was I snatched? I'm trying to think like specifically, like super confident, like yes.
What about when
Give it to me.
at your photo shoots when you're the most glam?
No.
What about at a wedding when you're looking snatched?
I feel, you know what? I do feel really confident whenever I get dressed up at weddings and
Yes, and like the hair and the makeup,
honestly
everything's
too,
glam.
just like I feel confident whenever I'm with my closest
me?
friends. I do, because like I feel like I can like 110% be myself, and like
Yeah.
I don't have to like be quiet or like you know like
Calm down and do all
Yeah,
that stuff.
like I don't give a fuck what you think about me. So it's like that's like a confident thing.
It is,
so
yeah.
I think like whenever I'm hanging out with like my closest friends and can be stupid, I probably feel most confident.
Absolutely. Do you remember? Oh my God, Lord, do you remember that when that woman smacked me the other day?
Oh
When
my
we were out during Halloween.
gosh.
When I was out during Halloween. You guys, I was out during Halloween. I told Laura this. I was like, tell me why this woman, she was at the bar. I don't know why I was trailing, because I was like, we were just talking about like hanging out, being confident, feeling like comfortable. And I remember like recently I went out and I was like, Laura, I have to tell you this. This woman at the bar, she was so fucked up. She was gone with the wind. She literally was like unwell. And I could tell because she was like looking at me kind of like very like
Crazy
lazy eye.
eyes.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yep.
So she was like kind of like feeling me, touching my legs and touching my body, touching my chest. I was kind of like, you know, and I'm like, she's fucked up. So I'm just kind of like naturally just kind of pushing her off, like not really saying anything. I felt a sting so hard. She had wound up, smacked the shit out of my legs, the back of my legs here, like about to hit my ass. Like she was close to it. missed
Attempted to
it,
hit your ass.
attempted to hit my ass, slaps the shit out of my legs. I turned around so fast. I grabbed her hand, swung her hand so hard off of me because her hand was still on me. Swung it so hard she like spun around, and I was literally like, "Get the fuck off me!"
What the fuck is she thinking?
What, is
Putting her
she a
hands
literal
on someone
crazy?
else at a club.
No, literally. And then of course on Z, she goes up to me, starts like on his face, is like kind of doing this after I had already like got her off of me.
That's so annoying.
She grabs his cheeks, pulls his cheek in to like just kind of be like, "Oh, come here." Pulls her cheek, and he was like, "Ugh."
Oh, I was
And so we
freaked
finally were
out.
like, "Get this lady
out
of here. Like she's literally not well." But it was something that I was like, "Oh, I want to tell the full fam this." Like it was just like how this crazy woman.
What a
Slapped the shit out of
psychopath.
me.
She does not belong in the public if she can't act
If you
right.
can't act right and you don't know how to handle
if you have to put your
yourself, get the
hands on
fuck outta
someone at
here.
a club, get out of the fucking club.
I haven't been hit in so long.
You wished it was a daddy, didn't you?
I wasn't even hit the way I wanted to be hit.
How do you imagine a stranger would describe you?
Like a stranger met me.
Like how would they describe you?
I think that a stranger would describe
Because
me.
I've seen people on TikTok describe you all the time.
I think that if someone met me and knew nothing about me, let's do
Okay.
that. Let's say no preconceived
First
notions.
impressions.
First impressions, they meet me. I think that they would think I'm a charismatic, sweet person.
Oh, I love that.
That's what I genuinely think that they would think about
They
me.
probably would, honestly.
And that they'd be like, "Oh, he has a nice, happy smile and
Yeah.
he's charismatic." That's what I would think, for real. What do you think that they would think about you?
People always that meet me or describe me or say when I said something, they always go like this. Like they do this horrible, like
Ding, 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 ding,
crazy
ding.
fucking country accent.
But you, Laura, you don't even have a crazy country
I
accent.
think I must to some degree though, because every single person does it. Like they'll tell a story and be like, but Laura goes and
Ding, 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 ding.
it's always like that. Like it's always
They
it's
pull out a
never just
banjo.
normal. Yeah, out of
Ding,
nowhere.
ding, ding, ding,
It's
ding.
never just like this normal like voice. It's like, yeah, and then Laura goes, well, I'm like, God damn, is that how I sound to you all? Is that it? Because you have no idea.
Laura,
And
no.
people aren't even doing it to be mean or make
No, I
fun of
know,
me.
I
They're
know.
literally just describing.
Like they're imitating what
But
you
I
were
will
sounding
say,
like.
whenever I do Val, I talk like Val. So that's what they're doing to me. They're like
Yes.
picking up what they're hearing.
But I really don't think that, like, unless you're saying certain words like oil or like boil or soil, I don't hear a country accent
You've been
happening.
around me for too long.
Oh, you think that Too long.
I think it's
Oh, you just did
possibility.
it. You just did it.
You know what,
I heard
too?
it, Laura.
Whenever I'm on the internet, I talk a lot more proper. I try to not say my words. I try to make my, serious, like try to like take myself serious. But when I'm around my friends or like any of y'all, like I will say I'm a little more lax in the way
especially
I talk.
like maybe if you have alcohol too, maybe like does that loosen?
I mean, I'm sure. And listen, when I'm out with the girls, like I'm not.
You're
I'm
gonna
just
go
like,
in.
girl, we're just throwing in, and
We're
like
just going
I probably
in.
do sound really country, to be honest with you. So they probably be like, she's a little country bumpkin.
Well, you're hilarious. So everyone go fuck themselves.
Well, thank you for that.
How about that? And anyone that has anything to say about that can answer to me.
That's right. I hired him to say that.
Who do you go to for advice?
If it's about something that I think would make sense, you often, because you are a very trusted source, and I feel like, to be honest, I had a question for you the other day. Like I remember something was going on, and I like hit you up because I was like, Manny, or even like I had a comment. I was like, what does this mean?
Yes.
Like honestly, like things like that. It depends on what the problem is, but this is one of my life lessons. Basically, if you want advice for something, go to people who have done what you're seeking advice about before. Like, if you have advice about running a business, don't go to your girlfriend just because you're close to them. Go to someone who's ran a fucking brand before and ask them for advice.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, go to people. Like, I'm not going to go to my sister for a social media question. But if I had another question about a family member or a recipe or just something that would have to do with her, I would totally ask her. You, friend, like tons of stuff because we have loads in common. So I tend to go probably you, Tyler. Sorry, Aaron. I don't go to Aaron's very young.
Aaron's very young.
Aaron's very young.
You'll get there eventually.
I do be telling Aaron though, family tea though.
You can spill the tea with her. Not necessarily asking for advice, or you're spilling the tea.
I give her a lot of unsolicited advice.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
A lot of
Baby,
unsolicited
I'm sure that advice. She's like, God.
I was literally on the phone with her for an hour yesterday, just telling her
advice
that
she didn't ask for.
And I was also like, you should talk to your therapist about
That's true.
X,
Honestly,
Y,
therapy.
Because sometimes she be just jabbering her therapist's ear off about nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, we're struggling with confidence. Don't just go talk to your therapist about work that day, like tea. Like, let's talk about things that you can get tools to work on.
Tools. We need
like,
tools.
so I'm always like trying to guide her, you know, like I can't help it. I'm sure she's like, shut up. But
no, but it's good. I don't think that she would tell you those things if she didn't want some type of opinion or like some type of insight
and
on
I
something.
am very, like, she can tell me the craziest fucking shit that happened and did. And I am very anti-freak out. Like, I'm very like, this is what I honestly think.
Totally. As long as she's not doing something crazy, you're not going to freak out.
Right.
Within
and like,
reason.
honestly, like I'm pretty chill because she's almost 20. So it's like, every year I loosen up.
You loosen the reins.
Like these are going to be your problems
learning
and
years.
not mine. Yeah, your learning years.
These are her learning years.
Yeah.
Which is like, there's just the reality of life as you get older in your young 20s.
But I'll be here till the end of time until I'm not anymore to guide her.
Why did you say until you're not anymore?
Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it. What about you?
Who do I go to for advice?
Yeah.
You, of course.
Both of us go to our managers a lot.
Oh my God.
Like,
yes,
if it has
course.
something to do with like
work-wise, definitely go to my manager. I mean, I go to my girls, like you guys. Like I go to you, Daniel,
it's
Z,
like trusted
Gabriel, like
people too.
my most trusted friends and confidants. Of course, I go to my parents about things. Like if I have like things I need advice about, I'll be like, my dad will be like, anything with my home. Like, Dad, my key won't work. What do I do? Like things like that with the car stuff, or like my mom just like, with anything.
Yeah.
It just depends on like what it's like you. It's like you kind of seek out with like what it depends with.
Right.
But most of the time I'm asking you for advice, like for the vast majority.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I had like a Tyler, I would ask like him for advice, but that's the difference.
Yeah. I love that.
I've also asked Tyler for advice.
Oh, 100%.
Like in person, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck do I do with this? Like,
yeah. Tyler's so really good because Tyler's like a smart person.
Tyler's the smart one of us.
He's a smart one. So he's really good.
He's a smarty
to go to for advice. Because I feel like he also gives mature answers.
Yes, and you know me, if I'm like, even like with the bike situation, I'm like, Tyler, will you get us a thing for the bike? Like I was like, he like will help with that stuff.
Look.
He's like this.
He's like gushing over this.
Because like I was like, I don't like things I don't know about. And I like to ask for advice and I like to ask for insight on things.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that I feel like very, like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, then yeah, absolutely. I love asking for advice.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I feel like that's it. We have a gazillion more cards, but I feel like we've been recording for a while now.
well, you got some tea out of us today.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I think we had some really good insight on like certain things though too.
Yeah.
I do feel like we were able to answer honestly and be insightful in ways.
Yeah.
You know, you are a very insightful person. That's why I asked you a lot of questions too.
Likewise.
And you're very smart.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Mhm,
You
mhm.
are too. Mhm.
And that's it, you guys. That's it for today's episode. We hope you guys had fun watching. By the way, side note, me and Laura are taking a break at the end of the year.
Oh, we
I
made it
forgot to mention. We'll mention it again, of course, like towards
like
the
the
beginning of another
last 2
episode.
weeks of December, there will not be a full coverage episode. We will continue to remind you, but we just didn't want to blindside.
Yeah, no, we're not blinding you guys. We are letting you guys know we are taking a little break at the end of the year for the holidays, just to spend time with fam and stuff like that. Like
Take
do
some
our own
time
thing.
off, refresh ourselves. Like,
So last 2 weeks of December, no full coverages. We'll
and
start
then
back
we'll
up
be
in January.
back. We'll be back with the new year.
We'll be back in the new year, and that is where we'll be coming back from. But just letting you guys know that.
Don't forget to rate, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for being here, and we will see you next Friday.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.